You know what? It seems like no matter how much time goes by, I really can't get used to going to other cities and having people recognize me because it hasn't really sunk in that people from all around the world are watching here. And sure enough, when I go out, people recognize me. Now, I was in the city of London, Ontario this past weekend. And out of the blue, I'm looking for some running shoes. It's not really why I was there, but looking for some running shoes. And in comes this black SUV and comes in and stops right in front of us on an angle. And the guy gets out and goes, "I know you. I need to shake your hand." I was like, "Well, who do you think I am?" He goes, "You know who you are." And anyways, yeah, and that kind of got me off guard. My friend was with me, the guy I was down visiting. And he goes, "That happened very often?" I said, "No, not really." And well, we ended up going to another place in the downtown area of London. And two more people recognized me. I was like, "Oh, for crying out loud." So, to Doug in London, hello. And to Mary and Jonathan, I think they were, hello to them too. And I don't mind people coming up and saying, "Hey, how are you?" and all that kind of stuff. That's perfectly fine. I'm not sure what I'd do if I had a person come up saying, one of those aggressive guys, fake, 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 and all that stuff. If I ran into a taxi cab driver from somewhere, I don't know. What do you think? Yeah. You know, one of these little sticks is pretty neat because you can record from all different angles and stuff. There's a lot of birds and small animals out here today, and bugs. So, anyhow, let's get back to it. I just wanted to say hi to those guys, and just thank you for watching. I'll have to get used to this going out and being noticed. You notice when I go out, the necklace is hiding. The one guy noticed me. I was riding a bike in London and we're racing along, going really fast. And he seen us, followed us, and eventually found us as we came out of a store, running store. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna walk around here and see what's new. The bugs are back. I'm not too thrilled about that. And I'm hearing wood knocking somewhere. Back that way again. Oh. Huh. Another tree's gone down. This is the one that I filmed a little while back. And it just looked like somebody had been stripping the tree. All the layers of wood coming off. Maybe it has just fallen down. I don't know. That's just new last night. It was still up here yesterday afternoon. I went by. To be quite honest, today I was just out here riding around. Not really, I don't know. Not really looking to go searching too much. But at the same time, at least I have this telephone. Maybe I'll capture the sound again. I heard it twice since I came in here, and it's twice since the tree fell down. It's a big bang back and forth somewhere. Not loud because it's pretty far away. I'm not really too sure what to make of a lot of these sounds, what they are, the mechanism that's making them. You can search all around. It's really hard to find anything that would make that sound. Unless maybe something picked up a big dead log and threw it on the ground, or hit it against a big tree or something and broke it. I'm not sure if that would make the sound. I'm not sure. So I'm trying out a few different ideas for filming here. The camera and the telephone, well, that's one. This is the least popular with me because camera, depending on how you hold it, turns everything upside down. Something like that. No, I just got a text message from my wife. And in that short moment, I heard something like a growl and that thud at the same time. It didn't sound like it was that far away. The thud was kind of distant, but the growl wasn't. And now I'm hearing a dog. I've learned every time I hear dogs in the forest, good idea to be near my bike. That time that thud sound was accompanied by a, I don't know, kind of like a guttural growl sound from way back there. Not far away, but far enough away that it kind of muffled it. So what you don't see is there's another valley back here, another ravine that goes up to the river. And I'm thinking it's down on the other side of that. It's a little bit lower than this side. I don't know. Check it out. I don't like hearing dogs out here though. Oh, message from my wife. Hear that? Of course, you probably can't for the noise the bike's making. Oh, dog. Oh. Back here when there's dogs. For the tree. Sounds like the dogs are coming right straight for me through the forest. I'm not too worried, as long as I can hear them. I've been on this trail before, and I've seen them go across in front of me, behind me. They didn't even see me. I wasn't riding a bike then, just standing still. It's quiet like this. A little worried. That's when I start to worry. It's quiet. What do you think? One-handed to do this? Almost. Didn't quite stick the landing. So stay here for a second. I don't hear anything. Anyway, if I find this tree, hear that? It's wood knocking. Take the camera apart and blast through the forest and get there fast. Leave the dogs behind. Gotta find out where this tree and where this knocking sound's coming from. I'll be right back. Listen. Just listen for a second. Hear that? That's the sound. I have no idea what the heck that is. I actually had to get out of the forest, come down the service road. That's where I'm standing, it's a service road. Sounds far off in the forest, but it's really loud. Sounds like breaking trees. I'm gonna go up a little farther and see if I can hear it. As soon as I've come down here, just about 500 feet, the sound's gone. Nothing. Nothing anywhere. That's where I think the sound's actually coming from. Where's this coming from? Well, searching a Bigfoot.